What's up, guys? Pikachu's cousin here, bringing you another NU battle against a guy called Garchomp with some letters and stuff in front of it and behind it. And, looking at our teams, we both got some beefy shit. And he told me he was using, unreleased Dream World stuff, and I was like, whatever. But anyway, let's just do this. I lead off with my, Yanma, Compound Ice Hypnosis. I go for the Hypnosis, and of course it's gonna hit. And his Dunsparce falls asleep, and he's going to switch out into the Emboar, and the switch is obvious, so I go for Hidden Power Water. I thought about going for Hypnosis again, but I didn't want to be like a douchebag, and I actually stayed in here because I didn't think that he was Choice Scarfed, but it turns out he is, and because he outspeeds my Yanma, and I was going to go for another Hidden Power Water. But, he's got a whole bunch of recoil, so Yanma did fine. And I'm going to bring out my Pinsir, and I'm also Choice Scarf, and I know I'm going to outspeed because I got the higher base speed, so I go for the Earthquake and take him out. And down goes that Emboar, and I'm going to stay in and just try and take out this Dunsparce, hit it with an Earthquake, and I get a big fat crit, and that's really lucky, really came in handy. I think I get a few more crits in this match. That's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. I go for the second Earthquake, and down goes the Dunsparce. He brings out the Tauros, and I think I don't want to take a Rock Slide, so I'm going to switch it into my Leafeon, but he goes for Rock Climb. And this is a bold max defense Leafeon, and it still does a huge chunk of damage, but it's probably because of the stab factor. But he switches out into his Electabuzz, and I go for the Leaf Blade just to get some damage off on whatever he switches into, or if he stays in. But I don't stay in because I don't want to take a possible Hidden Power Ice, so I switch into my Emboar, but he sets up the Substitute. And I'm like, okay, so this is going to be some sub-attacker set like that. And so I stay in because I think I can live the T-Bolts. And I go for the Earthquake to take out the sub. And he goes for another T-Bolt, and I'm like, alright, I'm probably going to die here. But I do live it with 53 HP, and I take him out with the Earthquake, and that's really good. Down goes that Electabuzz. And he goes out into his Tauros, and he goes for the Rock Slide, and I stay in because I don't really see any more use out of Emboar. And I go into Altaria here, really stupid. This is the wrong Altaria. I didn't even bring the right set. And he gets pwned by the frickin' Rock Slide. Or Rock Climb, I don't know which one it was. And I don't know why I even went for Perish Song. I was just totally brain fart right there. So I'm going to switch out back in my Leafeon to take the incoming Rock Slide. And it doesn't do a whole lot. And Perish Count coming down to 2, so he's got to switch out soon. But I wasn't paying attention to the Perish Count at all. That's why I go for a Protect after this Wish here. Because he's got to switch out now, and I could have went for a Leaf Blade to get some damage on whatever he's going to switch, but I went for a Protect, but it doesn't really matter, because I got my Wish back, I got a whole bunch of HP back, and that's what really counts. So I'm going to go for the Leaf Blade anyway, just to get some damage off on this guy, and he goes for Dynamic Punch, and it hits, of course, he's got the No Guard, and it gets the Confusion, like always. So I really got to switch out because I don't want to hurt myself because all my Pokemon are retarded and they always love to punch themselves in the face. So he goes for the Payback thinking that I'm going to stay in and go for the Leaf Blade, but I don't because I want to get the mid-game Toxic Spikes up because those are always great. I love the Toxic Spikes. I didn't see what he goes for there, probably another Dynamic Punch or Payback, but it doesn't take me out. And he's going to go for another Payback and that finally takes me out. And I'm going to go back into my Altaria here, and just basically try and scare him out. And he does switch out, fearing a flying type move, and he goes into this Regirock, and it takes the poison, and that's really good for me. So I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. And we have a little stall fest here, just for like a few seconds. Just because he goes for a Stone Edge, and he misses, and like, damn, I mean, that's really unfortunate, but, that's what happens when you go for moves like that. But he's taking all this freaking leftovers, and now he's getting the poison damage. I love the Toxic Spikes because it basically neutralizes his leftovers, so I can continuously get more damage. But he finally hits that Stone Edge, and it freaking takes me right out. Damn, my phone is ringing, but I'm not going to answer it. And so I see that I can take him out, so I go into my Choice Scarf Pinsir, go for the Earthquake. I could have went for the Close Combat, but I didn't want to get any defense drops or anything like that. So he goes into his Machoke, and it takes the poison. And this Machoke, oh my god. Oh my god. This is why, right here, this Rest. I hate Rest so much. Rest is one of the moves that, like, probably my, like, second most hated move, other than Spore, or, like, yeah, Spore and Rest. Oh my god. And he's a Sleep Talk set. So he's gonna go for a Sleep Talk. He gets a lot of paybacks with the Sleep Talk, which is pretty lucky for me. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna set up my Wish. And he goes for another Sleep Talk, and he gets the payback again. And I get a little lag right there. I don't know what the hell that was. Sorry about that. But whatever. And I go for the Protect, thinking he might wake up, but he does wake up, but he goes for the Sleep Talk. So I could have went for a Leaf Blade there. But, you know, I was just trying to play safe right there and go for the Protect. But he switches out into his Tauros, and Tauros takes the poison. That's really good. Gotta love the Toxic Spikes. And I go for the Leaf Blade, and it does a hefty chunk. With the poison, I think it's going to be just over half. And yeah, it's looking like just over half. So I'm going to go for a Protect to see what it is going to do and get some more poison damage off on him. And hopefully take him out the next turn with a Leaf Blade. And he goes for the Rock Climb and he misses, and that's really unfortunate because Rock Climb has like, what, 95% accuracy? 95 or 90, so it really sucks when you miss moves like that because you really shouldn't. But he goes into his Machoke, and I'm pretty sure that's his last Pokemon. So I go for the Leaf Blade, and I go for another Leaf Blade. I'm pretty sure this is where he starts to rest up again. Yet he goes for the rest. And right now I'm face palming because oh god, I fucking hate Rest. But I'm gonna switch out into my Pinsir because I figure I could take him out faster this way. And I don't really have any special attackers on this team now that I think about it. And he goes for the Sleep Talk and he gets the payback, which is really good because if he got Dynamic Punch, it would have been a huge piss off to be confused because I probably would have hurt myself all the time. And I'm gonna go for the Earthquake and just get a bunch of damage on him, even though it wasn't really that much. And I go for another Earthquake and I get a friggin' crit. I get another crit, and that really came in handy. And he wakes up and he goes for the Sleep Talk, and I'm able to take him out with another Earthquake. So that was a great game, dude. I really had a lot of fun, and yeah. Yeah, that was a good match. So peace out, guys. I really got nothing to say at the end here. Have a good one.